Hello there, YouTube friends. This is an exciting video. I'm going to be showing off some new coffee accessories. Let's begin. Okay, before you can see some new exciting items. This is a Hario Japanese engineered coffee hand mill. Alright, and I do remember in my past I had a grandmother with a unit similar to this, but maybe twice or three times the size for industrial coffee grinding purposes. And this was many years ago. So I've gotten a new one here, and so far so good. It does allow a nice grinding action and a variety of different grinding intensities. So right now I'm going to be having a blend of Starbucks French Dark and Colombian Peaks 8 o'clock, just because I used to be a real fan of the Starbucks extra dark, but lately my sensibilities have changed. I'm not so much into it, so I'm cutting it a bit. Alright, now here is another exciting item. Yes, that's right, this is the renowned AeroPress. What do we think about the AeroPress? We're going to find out soon. Well, this item has lots of good reviews on Amazon. So there's like thousands of rankings, and it's overall very well reviewed. And we're going to be debuting a new mug today. So let me just begin by grinding up these beans, and then when we have a nice appropriate grind, I'll be right back. Hello, Hario. After approximately 85 twists, this is what we have come up with. It's kind of a coarse grind. I'm probably going to readjust it. The first few days it was far too fine, and so I'm trying to find that appropriate middle ground where I'm not stirring the pot. Luckily I'm very strong, so it's no bother to me. It's sort of a relaxing feeling. Let's see here. And inside the Hario, just as sort of a review note, it does leave some grounds. There are some coffee grounds you can see. Yeah, spilling out. Very immodest. Kind of an indecent behavior, Hario. So it's well done. It has a ceramic burr. And so for some notes about the AeroPress, you get this really nice, functional, heavy-duty plastic coffee scooper. It's actually really nice. Feels good. It's got the look of kind of an instrument. Oh, and they were kind enough also to send in this little paddle. So this is for stirring. Let me give you a demo. Yeah, so we're not that interested in that. Alright, and this device, you'll notice, has a grate in the bottom, and down in there is the disposable bleached kind of a paper filter, and they give you a number of them, and they give you this little caddy. So it's an attractive little presentation, but it's, you can see all these little scattered things everywhere, which I don't really like. So, and there we have it. Look, just like sort of the communion wafers of coffee. But I do like the little system we have here. The only real critique is that the coffee, you'll notice, is being pushed through this filter, and that doesn't really allow for any of the natural oils that would normally be in your cup to be present in the liquor. So what happens if you have a really nice specialty type of a coffee that's, you know, world-renowned, you're going to be missing out a little bit. So I remember for a while I had this stuff called Rwanda Blue Bourbon that was a gift to me, and it was a very high-quality coffee, and I would be very afraid to use the AeroPress. And in the cases where you have something where you want those natural oils to be present, you should probably get a French press. So I'm still deciding how we feel, but let's begin. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of a pour there. Actually, this may be way too much. This may be a little bit too much. Okay, I might take half of those grounds out. So we're getting our sunbeam going. So in mere moments, we're going to be ready for the display. So, right back at you. I approximately halved the amount of grounds, everyone, because that was probably a full coffee pot's worth of amount. And also we've got this troublesome situation. Alright, so here's my hot water. There we go, there we are, nice. It's in the press. Now back into here, now back into here. That was a little bit, okay, a little bit of a problem there. Alright. So normally you're just pouring the water gently into the top, and you can see that it's already moving down through the filter, not really giving much of a chance for the solution to dwell, like to get the grounds to know the water that's been nicely filtered. So let me just show off my new mug while we wait a moment or two. Here we go. This is a beautiful duck, or mother hen. She's got some other ducks running around in the springtime, and we've already got some spring flowers coming up. So, yeah, just a little bit of a troublesome exchange there to get the water in, but I didn't have a mug handy to do that motion. Okay, so here's the other thing that's important with the AeroPress device. This is a plunger. That's right. Nothing too high-tech, but highly regarded. So for me, so you'll notice here, look, the water has already strayed all the way into the cup, leaving very little in solution. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. So here we go with the pressure being applied. Just, oops. Ooh, well, we're going to be having a nice full cup in the mother hen cup. So anyway, I found that the water, excuse me, the air, just the act of the air traveling through the tube is enough to push the solution through. So you'll notice that the coffee is not the usual oil slick black that I prefer. This is a result of it just traveling quickly through the paper filter. So I could try 2 filters. I could try a number of different things. And at first I thought I wasn't tightening it down quite enough, because this little piece comes out or comes off for ease of cleaning and to remove your paper filter. But even if I had, you know, screwed it in completely, I think we would still get the same unfortunate effect. I would rather let the grounds steep for just a little bit, but the real test is going to be in the sippage. Let me put away all this stuff, retire to the study, and then we're going to have a little sampling. Okay, the gang's all here. I've got Crocodilio and Hannah the hen, and this might take the top billing with as my mug for a day or two at least. I'm off work for 2 days. It's going to be a very bad, very cold snowstorm with record lows. So the comfort I'm getting from this mug and this warm coffee is pretty welcome. So I've been having a little bit of trouble. I recorded over an hour of material on my iPod, which is my recording device, and I uploaded 3 videos, and the last 2 were not synced very well. So I'm going to try to avoid that by only doing like 1 video on the device and then uploading that and then freeing up that memory so that it's not really going to, you know, cause any problems. Well, I am getting a nice clean coffee taste. Usually I use just a conventional coffee pot, and it's okay. It's fast, it's efficient. You can make a voluminous amount of coffee with very little effort. But sometimes the ritual of things is a bit romantic. So I am going to give the AeroPress a little bit more of a shot. But the Hario, in its simplicity and its aesthetic, is a device that I like a lot more. To have a number of little scattered items around and perform this coffee ritual, it seems okay, but I don't have enough counter space. Maybe that's one of the problems. Because to put things away and to get them out of the shelving unit every time I want a nice hot cuppa is a little bit too much labor. Plus the added problem of the coffee going right through the filter with an immediate sort of, it was terrible. It was really not what I had expected, because I would love for the grounds to get to know that water. I like thick, strong, dark coffee, and this has a very good flavor. I'm certain that it's got the drug that I'm after in solution, but I think the things are stacked a little bit too much against me giving the AeroPress a good review. Well, what are your thoughts on the AeroPress? With tea, it seems a little bit different. Even my tea ritual, which is kind of complicated and troublesome, it doesn't quite seem so bothersome, because it's just a little bit more straightforward. There are some finicky moments and some bits of the ritual that become a little bit irksome if I want the immediate satisfaction. But if I'm like 5 cups in and I'm just going to keep on rolling and drinking tea for the rest of the afternoon, then it becomes sort of like just a natural sort of a feeling. It's just sort of a process that gives me a little breathing time if I'm in the middle of some important projects, or even just sort of doing casual sorts of relaxing tasks. Then it's not quite so bad. Well, the AeroPress, it's provided me a good cup of good tasting coffee. So it's good.